the inconsistency in the relationship is quite prevalent in a trauma bond relationship. So what we see is that the good days become less and the bad days become more. So there's more, many times later on, there's maybe very few, far in between good days. And that is when people get totally hooked on the relief cycle. And that is what we call actually the addiction. Because now the brain associates love with relief. Because if there's inconsistency, the brain doesn't know what to do with the inconsistency. Because it's either focus on love or relief. But the inconsistency confuses the mind. Now the mind associates love with relief.
And it wants that relief.
Yes.
Very much like an addict wants that hit. So your body actually starts craving that dopamine hit that makes everything feel okay. So in essence, this becomes a addictive relationship. It's not about the person anymore. It's actually not about the relationship anymore. It's about the experience of that relief for a moment. Yeah, so it becomes this loop of yearning for that relief, just that little bit. I used to talk about the crumbs off the table. I remember back at university, I was madly in love with this friend of ours. We were a big group of friends. And one of my female friends said to me that I am letting him treat me like a fisherman standing on a boat, casting a line, and I'm the fish in the ocean. And he has no intention to pull me onto the boat if the boat represents a relationship. He has no intention to commit to something with me, but he doesn't want me to swim into the ocean and find someone else. So he just keeps me on that line. It was those little crumbs off the table that gives you hope that maybe this time something's going to come of it. And then when you get tired of the inconsistency, and I decided, okay, now I'm swimming into the big ocean to live my life, then he just rails in that line and just pulls you a little bit closer, just a little bit of hope, just a little bit of doing something to make you feel special so that you have hope that maybe today you're getting onto the boat. But you never do. So that is you're so stuck on that line where you don't have freedom to go and live your own life and find love, and you're not in a relationship either. So that's a very vicious cycle to be in. And as you said, you get addicted to those little bit of good moments that comes along.
Yeah, then you automatically read more into it than what's actually there. And that's many times when people get stuck in justification. They can justify the other person's behavior. We make excuses for their bad behavior.
Things like what?
The things we say that when we make excuses for them is they are stressed.
That's why they're behaving that way.
That's why they're behaving that way. They're having a bad day. I don't understand them.
If I understood them better, this would not have happened.
Yeah. If I change, maybe they will change. Yeah. Maybe if they heal, then something is going to change.
And one of the most common ones, they didn't mean it.
Yes.
It was just a bad moment. They didn't mean it. We keep justifying for them.
There's a lot of inconsistency and imbalance. So a trauma bond, definitely part of these is the inconsistency. So anything in life, you automatically have an equilibrium. There is ups and downs, but there's usually still a sense of safety, still a sense of consistency. But in a trauma bond relationship, you never know what's going to come next. There's lots of ups and lots of downs.
Yeah, and they also try to put you down and build themselves up. So that imbalance also kicks in.
Yeah, in the beginning, they feed your ego and they boost your ego, and later on, they destroy your ego. So the same thing they've boosted, they start to destroy. The most significant sign is that there's a clear decline instead of enhancement in the long term in the relationship context. Everything in life actually works in a spiral. So either you're going upwards in the spiral, you're becoming more, you expand, and you evolve and you grow. Or you're going down the spiral and you're becoming less. It's like something inside you is dying and you feel less yourself. You start to lose yourself.
Which makes it even more difficult to leave because you don't believe that you will be okay. You don't find the courage and the confidence to actually leave, even if you know that this is bad for you.
So take a piece of paper and draw a timeline of your life and see who you were before this relationship, even a few years before this relationship, and who you've become inside this relationship. And that can give you some perspective and some insight who you were before and who you are now. And then you can see, have I become more or have I become less?
Look at who were you hanging out with? What were you doing? What were your interests? What were the activities that excited you? The things that light you up? When last did you feel that lit up? And also your own personality. Were you confident? Were you more social? Were you more extroverted or more calm, relaxed? And now, what are you now? Are you more anxious? Are you more nervous? Are you more depressed? What is the emotional state that you more constantly maintain over the years? And see if you can see the decline.
Because your personality gets influenced by your personal reality. So the reality, your circumstances, will automatically have an influence in your personality, because that's your reality. If your reality is destructive, it will automatically have an impact on your personality, on your core being of yourself.
Absolutely. So there you have it. If you relate to any of these signs and you see them in your own relationship or in those relationships around you, drop a comment in the comment section below and let us know. Which of these signs have you experienced in your life or have you noticed in friends and family around you? And then also look out for our next video where we explain the chemical mix in your head and finally how to break out of a trauma bond.
So if you like this video, like and subscribe, and please share the video with those who need it.